Prepare for the TOEFL listening section with this sample conversation. Listen to the conversation, answer the questions about it. Check your score at the end of the video. Review the conversation to understand the correct answers. Subscribe for more TOEFL listening practice with conversations.
All right, Liam. Thanks for meeting up. So, how are you feeling about the great winds so far?
Honestly, it's been a little dense. The language is beautiful, but some parts are hard to follow.
I get that. I had to reread a few sections, especially the second chapter. The pacing is slow, but I think the author does that on purpose.
Yeah, it gives you more time to absorb the descriptions and atmosphere.
Exactly. And the setting is almost like a character itself. The winds play such a huge role.
That's true. It's interesting how the wind reflects the character's emotions. Like when Clara feels trapped, the wind outside is howling and relentless.
And when she has a moment of clarity at the end of chapter 3, the wind calms. It's such a strong symbol.
Speaking of Clara, what's your take on her? Sometimes I relate to her, but other times she's just frustrating.
Same. She's complex, which makes her interesting, but her indecision drives me crazy. I want to tell her, just make a decision already.
But I guess that's what makes her real. She's stuck between her family's expectations and her own desires, something a lot of people go through.
It's not just Clara, though. Martin struggles too. He's torn between loyalty to his family and his ambitions.
Right. That's why the garden scene stood out to me. When he and Clara talk there, they both finally open up.
And the wilting flowers? They're so symbolic. I think they represent how their dreams are withering, or maybe how fragile their relationship is.
That's an interesting take. I saw it as a sign of renewal. Like if they take care of the garden, it could bloom again. Just like they could rebuild their futures.
I like that interpretation too. And what about the mirrors? They show up so often.
Good point. I think they represent self-reflection. Every time a character looks in a mirror, they have to face who they really are.
That fits perfectly. Like when Clara avoids the mirror after fighting with her mother, she doesn't want to face the truth about her choices.
And when Martin looks into the cracked mirror in his room, it shows his fractured sense of identity.
Exactly. The author weaves these symbols in so naturally.
Totally. So, any predictions for what happens next?
I think Clara will finally make a bold decision, but it might come at a cost.
And I'm wondering if the wind will change again. It feels like the key to the story's resolution.
Let's make sure we write these down for class.
One. What is the primary focus of Emma and Liam's discussion? Two. What does Liam imply about the pace of the novel? Three. What do Emma's comments about Clara suggest about her character development? Four. Why does Liam describe the garden scene as symbolic? Five. What can be inferred about the mirrors discussed in the conversation?